Mr. Wilson, the committee has analyzed the list of 320 contract suppliers announced in the first round, and we found that in the Cincinnati competitive bidding area, 19 out of 101 contract providers across all product categories were not in that area. That is 20%. In the Cleveland competitive bidding area, 27 out of 113 contract providers were not in Ohio. That's 24%. But just this past Monday, Mr. Wims said that 90% of contract providers are in the areas where they are providing service. Can you discuss this discrepancy?
Well, I think we need to look at that number carefully. The thing that I will say about the 90% figure is this was constructed by my staff, and what it looks at is precisely this. It looks at suppliers that are one in the state, because suppliers across the state, they may not be in the CBA, the competitive bidding area, but they do business there because they have delivery arrangements there.
Well,
and two, it excludes diabetic.
So you're telling me that Mr. Wims' statement is incorrect?
I'm giving you the parameters of that statement.
Yeah, but I'm asking you a question.
And the second part of those parameters is it does not include diabetic supplies, which are only mail order in this program and defined as ordered remotely. So that is a remote business. It's mail order. You wouldn't expect to see them necessarily in the competitive bidding area.
Well, I didn't make the statement. Mr. Wims made a statement, and he said clearly that 90% of contract providers are in the area where they are providing services. When I give you the example of Ohio with Cleveland, it's not such.
And again, the statement is correct with respect to the parameters that I've outlined.
I asked you a question before regarding the 325 winning bidders and the fact that they will be able to subcontract. My question is, can you tell this committee today that all the 325 winning bidders are state licensed?
Are licensed within the state? I don't
Yes.
know the answer to that question.
But that is part of the rules of the Medicare requirements.
I'd be very happy to get back to you on that issue. I just don't know the answer to that question. It is a question that would be something I could check with the folks at CMS.
Well, you have 1 week to submit in writing to this committee what is the status of all those 325 bidders.
I can do that. I can tell you they are all enrolled in the Medicare program, all accredited by an accreditation organization. I just do not know the status of licensure, given there are different state licensure requirements. I'm just not familiar with them.
And that was not part of the requirement of the Medicare regulations at the time when they were submitting their bids?
I think there are standards that suppliers have to meet. I know they are. They involve their enrollment. I'm not familiar with every standard personally. Very happy to get back to you within 1 week.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.